and Jimmy has that ability, and people cannot match his level.
Guarding Jimmy, I feel like he's really just scoring at will.
In the playoffs, Jimmy turns something else on, and whether he likes it or not, playoff Jimmy is just something different.
This year for the Lakers, happy to see him healthy again. Butler ducks in, got it!
Fouls, here's Butler. One-on-one against White, likes that matchup, spins, gets it. One-on-one with Tatum. Backing in, spins, falling away, it's good!
10 points, working against Troy Brown Jr., gets to his wheelhouse for another score.
Oh, so good.
Underneath, it's Butler. Good shot fake. It counts! Yeah. Butler spinning on Wiggins! Yes!
You've denied it before, but is playoff Jimmy a thing? Are you ready to?
It's not a thing. It's not. I just be hooping.
Yeah, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Swag back at it again with another video. And from the title and from the intro, y'all know what it's gonna be about, man. I had to show love to the home team because Miami has been going insane in the playoffs, making a legendary run led by none other than Jimmy Butler. So this is going to be the closest replica build to Jimmy there is. It's not going to be the best demigod build that you can play on, but it's going to be a really fun build, and it's going to play exactly like Jimmy Butler. So diving into the builder, we're going to go name Jimmy Butler, of course, position small forward because that's what he plays, right hand, and then number 22. For height, Jimmy is listed at 6'7", so that's what we're going to go with. For weight, we wanted just enough to get 76 strength while still keeping a high excel because Jimmy plays super physical and works in the post a lot, so he needs strength. We're going to go max wingspan to help with defense and then body type defined. Because this is a park build and speed doesn't matter that much in park, I'm only going 70 speed to save attributes to put elsewhere. For Excel, we're maxing that out. Excel is your speed with ball, like your first couple steps, your speed boost, so you want that as fast as much as you can. Strength, we're maxing that out as well to play in the post, and you'll see this build do that in the video. Vertical, we're going 75. This is to unlock the contact dunks. You need a 75 vert in order to unlock the contact dunks. And then stamina is 99. Y'all know Jimmy, man. Jimmy be playing 48 minutes in every game. Jimmy's a dog. Moving to defense, we're going to go 70 interior. Having 70 interior definitely allows you to hold your own guarding the paint. You get so many good animations, and playing hands up rewards you with a lot of stops. You also take players out of dunks and you get heavily contested shots a lot, and when people attack this build, they miss every time. Alright, that was just a fluke. He literally made a heavily contested, come on. But even guarding these big 6'9", as y'all can see, they try to drive and this build gets to stop every time. Alright, so moving on to perimeter, we go 86 for that silver clamps, which really help you with bumping your defender and not letting them pass you easy. And then go challenger to help you with those late closeout contests and getting a higher percentage on the contest. And then we go 85 steel to get that silver glove, and we also get that silver interceptor, which helps you steal lanes like y'all see in these clips. For block, we're going to go 87 to get that silver anchor, which is one of the best defensive badges in the game. And this mixed with the 70 interior really makes you defend well in the paint. And you actually take a lot of players out of their dunk attempts on this build, as y'all see in these clips. And for rebounding, I couldn't go too high to save attributes, but I gave both offensive and defense 60, which honestly still allows you to snag boards if you're in position and set up second chance points like I've seen these clips. And honestly, that's what Jimmy is really all about. And I know Jimmy made his name for being a lockdown defender and elite defender, but I wanted to showcase more the offensive threat of Jimmy with this build, so I had to sacrifice some defense to really upgrade his offense. Diving into playmaking, we're going to go with 70 pass accuracy. I used to always go directly to 75 right away on all my builds because that unlocks LeBron pass style. But honestly, I've been using no pass style on my builds recently, and I don't really notice a difference at all. So I'm saving some attributes here. For ball handle, we want to go 89 to get that Hall of Fame quick first step. You can go 90 if you want to get that littered escape, which is really good, as y'all seen in my Kobe video. But I wanted to have a lot of finishing, so I saved some attributes here. And for speed with ball, we go 75 to unlock the Jordan dribble styles. Y'all know the best dribble style in the game. And the mixture of the dribble style and the Hall of Fame quick first step with the dribble moves that I use, that I'll show y'all later in the video, you can absolutely cook your defender. Alright, so we all know Jimmy's offensive game is mid-range and inside finishing. So diving into shooting, we're going to go 81 mid-range. This unlocks Hall of Fame Midi Magician, which as you're going to see in these clips, man, it helps you with the pull-up middies, the fades, the shots in the post hop shots. This literally the epitome of Jimmy, and this is what makes this build so fun to use. Alright, for three-pointer, we're going to go away from the meta and actually make a Jimmy build. Although Jimmy is not known for his three-point ability, he can definitely still knock them down like he's shown in this year's playoffs. So we go 72-3 to get that 18 shooting badge and also unlock silver catch and shoot. And as I can see, man, in these clips, having a 72-3 is more than enough to make them have to respect it and guard you, because if it's not and you're open, it's green. And this build still also gets agent threes on bronze, so you can definitely still be able to shoot those fading threes like you would do on any other build, and you can still green those too, as y'all see. And I know you're gonna ask in the comments, yo Swag, what jumper you using? You only got a 72-3. I'm actually using Jimmy Butler base, which obviously works well for the video, but also turns out to be a really good jumper. So you want to do Butler base, Oscar Robertson release 1, 69%, and then Nikola Jovic release 2, 31%. The requirements for this jumper is 81-3 or an 81 midi, and since we have that 81 midi, we're able to use this jumper. Alright, so now moving on to Jimmy's bread and butter, let's move on to the finishing. For close shot, we're going to go 85. This allows you to get gold fast twitch and gold matcher, which is amazing for getting those gritty buckets in the paint like Jimmy does. For layup, we want to go 76. I honestly wish I can go higher, because in all honesty, Jimmy deserves like a 90 layup with how he'd be finishing in the paint. But 76 allows you to get that silver acrobat, which allows you to make some tough layups, as y'all see. And saving some attributes on layups allows us to get something else in finishing that's super important, and you guys going to see that in just a second. Heading into driving dunk, we're going to go 86. Combined with 75 vertical, this allows you to get contact dunks and other really nice packages that allow you to just slam on your opponents. Going 86 also unlocks gold limitless takeoff, which helps a lot in starting your dunk animation and taking off from farther. None of my other builds that I have anything higher than an 80 driving dunk, just for the wide open quick drops, because honestly my game is not really going for contact dunks or crazy dunks like that. But I'm not gonna lie, dunking on this build is so fun, and even in situations where they're closing out on you late, and on my other builds I'll get taken out of a dunk most of the time, but this build is just dunking on their head. Mixed with the elite mid-range and high ball handle, this build is definitely a problem, because if they play low, then the midi is automatic, and if they play high, just like the real life Jimmy, we're jab stepping, pump faking, and getting to the basket for a bucket. Now moving on to the reason we saved on so many attributes throughout this whole build, and the reason we gave this build 76 strengths to begin with, we're going to go 70 post control. Going 70 unlocks gold post spin technician and a lot of other good post badges like back down punisher and drop stepper, which even though you're only 6'7", is definitely still effective, because a lot of these park builds you're going to go up against have low strength and low interior. Also, having that 85 close shot allows us to finish strong in the paint once we actually do our post moves. And if y'all watch Jimmy play, man, y'all know Jimmy loves being in the post and just using his strength to bully smaller guards and even push through bigger defenders as well. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most fun I've had on any build this year, especially this late in the year when I just play park for fun. Coming on a Jimmy build like this and just destroying people in the post and dunking on them was definitely fun to do. So that finishes up the attributes for this build. Now let's move on to takeovers. What I usually like to rock is pull-up precision and extreme clamps. Since I'm shooting a lot of middies, this take helps a lot with that. Also, since you have a low 3-ball, having this takeover helps you make those fading threes a lot easier, like I see in the clip. And because you're a threat from the perimeter with this takeover, it opens up the dunking so easy, so that when you have this badge and they play high, you have an easy rim run. These are just the takeovers that I use though. You're more than welcome to change it to fit your playstyle. I know easy blow bys is a super good slashing takeover, so you can use like slash and lock or like lock and shot creator. The possibilities are in this. What I sometimes do also for fun is just throw on ankle breaking shots takeover. This takeover allows you to break your defender's ankles, and sometimes it's definitely fun to use. As we load out, y'all can see that the first shades of player they show is none other than Jimmy Butler. What I also like about this build is the unique name that you get, which is Inside the Arc Shot Creator. Now currently 2K hasn't released a replica build out for Jimmy Butler yet, but I guarantee you this is the best Jimmy Butler build you can make, and one that actually plays and has the stats like Jimmy would have. This video is already getting a little long, so I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I'm just going to throw up my animations and dribble moves that I use on the screen right now, and then the badges that I would rock when this build is max. I currently don't have all my cores and all my badges on this build, so I'm just going to show you guys the badges you should run in the test builder. And when it comes to the extra badges you get, I don't think you need any in finishing or shooting. I'd recommend putting at least one badge in playmaking so you can take off the ankle breaker and use like bronze bailout, and then the rest, if not the majority of the rest of your badges, on defense so you can really lock in and be an elite two-way player like Jimmy really is. I appreciate y'all watching this video. If y'all want my dribble tutorial, that's my last video that's on the screen. Check that out. Hit that like button, that sub button, turn noties on. Until next time, peace.